Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pete C from Cortina City, and this is Corley Services, an upside down fiberglass canoe. Folks, welcome to Corley Services, and you may wonder why I'm still wearing shades in the dark. Well, when you see how grim this place is, you thought Hilton Park was bad. This is Corley. Woof, I need these to soften the pain. This is grim. Welcome to Corley Station Services footbridge. Grubby, grimy, sooty. It's bad. It's bad. PC Cortina City on a little mini road trip, and on this road trip I'm going down to get a brand new front windscreen with a green tint on the top. I did want a full tinted screen, but I'm struggling to get one in time for the Gibraltar trip, so we're going to go for a clear with a green sun visor strip at the top built in, brand new screen. This screen on Tina G, it's over 50 years old. It's the original screen. It's scratched. I will keep it out of sentiment. I'm going to try and transfer the stickers across, keep the car as original as I can, but I need that screen, and I've got to go down to Leicester to get it from Ken. He's in the MK3 club. He does windscreens, very good. He's the man for screens. Ken, aka the crack fixer. Currently junction 27 M6 at the service station, just topped up. I didn't completely fill up here. It's a little bit dearer than the local station, but I had to stuff in half a tank. Anything's better than those motorway fuel prices, so we're going to do that, and we're going to give you a little bit of a motorway trip, and it's a long distance shakedown this time. So we've done the short distance travels, now it's time for the motorway drive. Let's see how she goes on. I'm expecting the car to be quiet on the motorway, apart from the music, which won't be loud, but I'm going to bring you a selection of 8-track tunes. So we're demonetized this video, because what I like to do when we're doing the chats, we've got quite a regular little group of chat people going there, hardcore group of around 50. Let's get it to 100 chatters. So we like the music as we're talking, so there's a little bit social, a little bit social on there. If only we were all at the pub though, really. It'd be a lot better if we were all down the pub. I could just really enjoy. Let me just get a bit more. I'm going to stretch out, do a Morrissey and stretch out and wait. There you go, and convolutedly my legs. Yeah, it'd be nice if we all could meet in a pub environment, like the old days, you know. So let me just check that this mirror is not in. Is that mirror in your way and annoying you? Let me try and move it out a little bit. I don't know if that'll work or not. I hope that mirror don't get in the way. Don't get in the way. Speaking Lancashire. So, I'm armed with a double espresso, a bottle of water, and a load of 8-tracks. And as I said, for the social reasons, we enjoy the music on our chats, but you lose the YouTube monetization. Well, we get some really kind donations on there. I'm not going to mention individual people, but the super chat button, they hit it if it's available. It's not available, the donate super chat button, if the video that I put up has got music or copyright material. Anything that's copyrighted, so image or music, I suppose. But we do like our music, so there are other ways. You can do the PayPal, which I'll put the link on the next chat for the PayPal. There's no charge for PayPal. Or you can go on my other videos that are monetized and hit the super thanks button. We are trying to get some funds coming in. Why? Because it gives me more inspiration to do the films. I'll just make more films if there's some money coming in. We don't really need it, you know that, but it kind of justifies things. I don't know if you can get what I mean with that. Anyway, you're going to be listening to some 8-tracks, and today's choice, we're not doing ABBA, we've done that. I've got Top of the Pops here. We don't know what's on it. I ain't got my reading glasses on here, but Top of the Pops, some definitely 70s. We've got the Detroit Spinners. Now that's nice and refined. The Detroit Spinners, were they Philly based? I don't know. Detroit based or Philly? Was that Philly soul? You'll let me know. We've got, I fancy a little bit of classical, especially when I'm going to be driving back. This is a 300-mile round trip. I fancy a little bit of Strauss. Hopefully the Blue Danube will be on there. So some classical. And then here's a little left field one. Easy does it, music to relax to, James Last. That should be an interesting one. The 8-track's in, by the way. What else have we got? These, you'll hear these rattling on, you hear them rattling on the back seat. These, that's the only problem with them. One for Kerry Hawkins, the Bee Gees. Because we know Kerry likes the Bee Gees. And other stuff, Sam Cooke, she likes. One for Simone, Klaus Wunderlich's band. Only kidding, Simone, because I was going to send you a Klaus tape. When I send you back your 8-track. Oh my god, I've ruined the surprise! That means I'm going to have to post the 8-track out before this video goes out. Klaus Wunderlich, if anyone wonders, Wunderlich is some kind of crazy Hammond organ player. He's off his trolley. Here's that soul tape. So finally, a lot of people were saying, oh, you really bigged up this soul tape. Here's the rattle. You really bigged up this soul tape. They never played it when I was doing the 8-track demo. So it's time that will get played. I must remember that that's there. And then one for Mac, probably the star of the show. This is our Scotland, still in its cellophane wrapper. Malcolm Kennedy and his band. This is Scotland. One for Mac, he's going to love her. Oh, wait a bit of Scotch there. Eh? I didn't sound Scottish. Why, that's not a weed, hat. No, that's Irish. Oh, God. Never mind. Anyway, Mac, you do the Scottish accent, because I can't do it. So we've got that. All those tapes. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I normally have like an attache case. What a posh word. That's in Papa. Magnet holder there needed for later. Stick that there. But I've no attache case. Bottle of water, as I said. Tartan, but here's one for Mac. Who's Mac? Mac's one of my fans. Scottish fibre Mac. A wee tartan blanket for you there, for the haggis. I can't do Scottish. I can do Indian. I can do Indian, and I can do a little bit of Irish. Okay. The problem is with doing impersonations or accents is you always worry that you're going to offend, even though it's nothing to do with offending anyone. Like, you can do Lancashire if you want, and people don't like it when I talk in my native accent, like, you know. Round where I live, there's a lot of tractors, and Farmer Johnson, just out road, Johnson's Steam. Now TE might know Johnson's Steam. TE's another fan of the channel, by the way. TE, Thomas Edwards, go on his YouTube channel, because he's into his trains, fixing his Rovers, BMs. He's there. TE, I didn't see you there, but he said to me, your accent doesn't sound right when you talk Lancashire, like, you know. Anyway, Johnson's the Steam, genuine place. Johnson's the Steam. His tractor went knackered the other day, and he was stuck in the middle of the field, and he needed a lift. What he wanted was a bit of diesel. And he said, I said, what's up, John Johnson? I said, what's up, John? He said, you fetching yet, you bugger. So that's the talk. Now you can see why I wouldn't want to talk that way all the time. I'm proud of Lancashire. Anyway, we digress. It's another roadside chat at the BP Services Junction 27 M6. Thomas Edwards Stalking Ground. Just down the road we've got Charnock Richard Services. Thomas Edwards Stalking Ground. Anyway, you get to know people, you get to know their channels, and we like to cross-pollinate the channels. Okay? Point of all of this, Peter, aren't you meant to be getting on the motorway to go and see Ken and get your windscreen? Well, let's go and do that. I shall now move the camera and stick it on the side window. It's got a suction cup. If I don't just use the suction cup, I use the mag mount. But on here, the mag mount would be, ooh, it's mag mounted to roof we can get a proper. Someone said to me, you know, 70% torque and 20%, 10% bullshit, 70% torque and 20% point of view of the road in front of you. This geezer wanted, I can get it, but there was no need to hurt me feelings. He wanted us to be filming forward as we were driving. Well, there's no need to hurt me feelings. He could have just said, more front view POV footage, please. Rather than being naughty. There's no need to be rude. Good manners cost nothing, you know. That's a quote from The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. There is no dark side of the moon, really. As a matter of fact, it's all dark. Cops just gone past their motorway patrol vehicle. Are we all tickety boo? Think so. The police don't pull classic cars anyway. As I get pulled now on the M69. See you in a sec. Stop recording. Spotted a classic car, folks, coming up on it now. Don't know what it is. I think it's... Is it an Oxford? Is it a Consul? I don't think it's turning off. Oh, it's turning off. Is it Prefect? Consul, I think. He's gone.
Is it gonna last forever? We've had all the chances, you and I. There has been no love, no better. I wonder why. Let's start our love anew. Oh, do what we gotta do. It's got to be the way it was.
Driving nice. Might change the shape. Time for Miss Kerry Hawkins' Delight. The Bee Gees. Oh yeah. Now this tape's been rebuilt by me. It's nice. Still knackered, boy. Still worn out. The best ones always are. And it starts on the end of the tracks there, so you have to hold on. Driving beautifully. How quiet is this cabin? I don't even know if I have to shout outside. I don't think I do. Bee Gees, Robin, Barry. What we got? Must be something. Come on, Barry! Nice song. Dreamy again. A little bit Philadelphia again. Oh yeah. Let me go back in the seat. Wow.
Much heaven, it's much harder to go. I'm waiting in line. Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as a mountain and harder to climb. Ooh,
Now this Detroit Spinners business, this reminds me of my mum and dad. They would have this kind of Philly soul music on. I think that's right, correct me if I'm wrong on the Philadelphia soul, it does sound that way. Like the Stylistics also, another band in a similar genre to this. Reminds me of dreamy 70s mum and dad, being, you know, me being 5 or 6 years old and growing up with that kind of music, and almost that bubble where your parents are protecting you and everything's soft and smooth. I mean, obviously it wasn't, you know, you have your tribulations as you're growing up, but there's moments, golden moments that are sort of warm memories in your mind, soft like cotton wool, you know, getting a bit poetic there, but dreamy things, and wondering about, I don't know, learning about the world and love and stuff like this. A dreamy, innocent, childlike world with this music as the backdrop to it. Coming home from school, say very early nursery school or primary school, maybe. I think I'm talking more 5, 6 years old here. It would have been when I was 6, it would have been 1975, so that would be about right, 74, 75. So I'm a 5 or 6 year old hearing this kind of music, like probably a lot of you would as well. So for me, this is dreamy, love kind of music.
Let me tell you, just you and me, girl, love makes me together.
That was We Belong Together by the Detroit Spinners, the Philadelphia Soul, coming to you at Cortina City. Loud and lewd on 182, 194 medium wave, Cortina City. And yeah, you're on the Sunday Soul train. Just sit back and relax and make yourself really at home. Gonna miss you, baby. You're a big girl now. You're a big girl now. Daddy's a little girl, sounds a bit scary. Different song. Different song. I was thinking of Stylistics.
I'm laughing at you too. Like basketball, 5,000, that was all. The games you really do, yeah. Why couldn't I be you in the middle of the room? Got no time to count my sheep today. How could I let you get away when I knew I need somebody soon?
Isn't it very interesting to think that this tape has passed through people's hands? You know, let's pop it out. That's passed through people's hands. Someone bought this brand new, okay, and played it. Who did that? What year was that? We'll have to check this album out. Detroit Spinners. I'm concentrating. The Detroit Spinners. I don't know, just the Detroit Spinners. But someone would have been playing that possibly on the motorway, just like we are now. Maybe even in a Cortina. Who knows? Could be that crazy. Wow. So it's more organic. You can have MP3, and we've got MP3 right here with loads of 70s music on the MP3. Great, and it really is good. But there's something really analog, something really really analog, the hiss and all of that. The fact that someone's owned it and it's just that faded recording, it gives that little bit of mellowness to the trip and to the car. Of course, you can always go MP3 when you need your specific stuff that you're just never going to get, or you want that more high fidelity sound. I mean, I'll give you an example. Obviously that tape's all hissy. Finish that track. But look, I mean, you know, we're clicking tracks. Amazing. Just had a text through. We're okay with the screen. People say, why wear that watch? Well, I just read my text dead safely like that. Didn't really have to do anything. Really enjoying this Detroit. As I said, I've never played it before. Hope you can hear me there. I hope the view's not too bad for you. This is ceiling mounted cabin view. We'll do some other angles as well. Of course, we'll be changing the tape, and of course there's a bit more continual driving footage on this special chat and road trip. It's designed for the live chat window, so that it gives us something to having almost a back projection, if you will, with the importance being on the conversation between everybody rather than just watching it quietly. I'm trying to encourage us all to chat about find out about each other, almost a social way this time, with the video just giving you something in the background with the odd interjection from Pete C. Hoping I'm not annoying you.
Down, love stays around. And when you know you're right, but you got to make a little sacrifice. You make it for love. Whoa, yeah. I never thought about today would come when she would leave without goodbye.
I've just reached back and grabbed the tartan blanket. Don't worry, I didn't take my eyes off the road. I reached back and took the tartan blanket here. It's just so 70s, this tartan blanket. It's to wrap the windscreen in so it doesn't dig into the seat. But that reminds me, Chel, that this is my comfort blanket, by the way. Pete C does have a comfort blanket. Charlie Brown style, I suppose. I just feel safe with that blanket. It's just, again, a connection to childhood, probably. Still in the roadworks. Oh, they've switched the signs on now. I don't know if this camera's going to pick it up. That's the first gantry sign I've seen that's switched on here for the smart motorway. The smart motorway, funnily enough, finishes at junction 27. Then they scrapped the idea. Very controversial, of course. We'll bring you down over to the side soon. It's just because of that guy said there wasn't any front-facing footage. It's going to be easier for me to edit as well, long continuous takes, with the, as I say, the emphasis being on the chat as opposed to creative editing. It's just a bit of fun. Let's see what Alexa thinks of the Detroit Spinners. Alexa, play the Detroit Spinners.
Here's some music by the Detroit Spinners on Amazon Music.
Speed limit, finish.
Yes, I'm working
MK3 Cortina City. We've racked up at Hilton Park. I just need to have a leak. I'm in the back of my own car. It's not often I'm in here. I need to have a leak, and I need to take off my coat. It's just going a bit hot. I didn't expect it to be this warm. In fact, even my top is going to be too much. It is a sticky day. Funnily enough, it's October. Anyway, we're in Hilton Park. Now this is a special place for me. Well, I say special, it's a memory, at least a memory of 76. This is these motorway services that Mum and Dad stopped at when we were covered in ladybirds and greenfly. I think it was ladybirds, greenfly myself. A lot of people say about the ladybirds in 76. I remember that too, but I'm sure we were covered in greenfly. Where are the insects these days? I've been driving, I mean, yeah, we've had a crap summer this year, but we've had some summers, some hot days, and you used to be, the bugs on the windscreen are gone, and that worries me a lot. That really does. Something's not right when there's not loads of bugs around. Okay, we wish they didn't hit the windscreens, because you need all insects. You may argue that you don't, but yeah. So this place, there used to be a little play park there. I remember parking up here. I'm sure the layout's changed, but memory's notoriously unreliable. Anyway, as kids, yeah, it's that halfway point to London, because my family's from London. So even though I moved up north, we used to go down and visit relatives there. And Mark 4 Cortina estate in, I think, midnight blue. No seatbelts. Dad touching on 80 and Mum complaining every time he hit 80. Hot and sticky. Wow, you know, we've done that, we've covered it, haven't we? But I thought, seeing that I'm en route to Leicester, why not pop into Hilton Park? Just need to quick service stop here and have a chat to camera in the back of my own car. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, if it was late, you could get the tartan rug, couldn't you, and just chill out, you know, have a little sleep. These cars, they're big enough to sleep in. And indeed, on the earlier models, not this model, they've got the bed lever, which allows these front two seats to go completely forward on a sort of extender. They've got the normal, these seats, Series 2 facelift, which is what this is, has got sliders, of course, all seats have. But on the earlier ones, especially on GXLs, I'm not sure if it had it on the others, I think it was unique to GXL, was that there was an extra lever. I've got this on Swampy, on Bramble, and I think on Ruby, yeah. So I've got it on all three of those cars. The extra lever, and then it extends even more, and the seat base virtually goes and touches the brake pedals, which allows this backrest to go fully down flush with the back seat, and you can basically lay straight out. And if you was ingenious, you could come up with a kind of mattress that was designed to just lay, because obviously you're still going to get a bit of a gap or some movement between. It's not going to be a perfectly flat playing field, if you will. Playing field, what are you expecting to do in there? But you could make your own little mattress, I guess, and lay that out, and you could sleep. There's no reason why not. This model won't do it, unfortunately. You can easily add it by just taking the base of the seat off and replacing it with the extendable base bed lever type setup. Okay, so that's an interesting one. It is covered on my restoration videos. Well, there's Hilton Park, and to be fair, it seems a little bit dishevelled these days. It's not the mecca that I remember it by. There's Tina, she's looking okay. Let's have a little look round the car. There she goes, up at Hilton Park for a little stop in the music and a little chat. So yeah, Hilton Park, I just don't think it is what it used to be. A bit grubby if you look on the tops of the roof, some boarded up windows there. That doesn't look good. How come we've got a smashed out window on the restaurant? I'm not sure, but that don't look so good, does it? You'd think they'd have got that patched up by now, but just look at this mess, folks, for Hilton Park. This isn't good. Those nails there, look at those. That's really dangerous. This doesn't look good here. We'll go inside and see what that was all about. We don't really know, but I think it's looking shabby. I think it's past its heyday of the, when was this built? Do you want to give me some dates? Sometime in the 60s perhaps, I'm not quite sure. We'll have to look that one up, but to me looks a bit shabby. So we'll go inside and see if it's any tidier inside Hilton Park. At least they're clearing up the rubbish there. But what is the deal with this smashed window? We don't know. Let's go and have a look. A pet feeding station, but you wouldn't really have your cat. So let's go and see. Just to the right was the broken window. Is it an attack on some establishment? We just don't know. There's a Greggs there. Give me a Greggs, give me a Greggs, give me a Greggs, give me a Greggs. I want a Greggs, give me a Greggs. It was an attack on Costa perhaps, I don't know. Let's see. Is this the window? It looks like it because it's boarded off. Yes it is. Well, you wouldn't have been going out onto the... Yeah, it's an outward attack because the glass is double glazed and it's took the outer pane. So something happened there, I don't know what. Anyway, Hilton Park then, the usual affair. If only Chris was here, because look what we've got. I am hungry but I'm fasting, so I only eat at night, but it's tempting to go there if Chris was here. So come on, get them comments going now for Chris. Where are you, Chris? Come on. We know you got married, but that's no excuse. So
Stack me up, baby. Stack me up, look.
Give me a Greggs, give me a Greggs, give me a Greggs. And that's about it. WH Smith for your cuddly toys and your warming socks. They'll do you very well. Huge vaping station there. What's the world coming to? Well, I'm not going to hang around here too long. That's not the purpose of this film, is to get back on the road and get that screen. We'll see you in a sec, PC. Well, I'm checking out the lift. What's on the second floor? Didn't check that. There is a second floor. Lift is new. It's not a 70s lift. Of course, something like a lift, you can't really mess about, can you? So let's what's on the second floor. Pretty remains of the original architecture is here. These louvers here, these would have been original. One missing, of course. Truck stop there. And then this, I think this is an addition. So I think this is an addition, I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, this is the bridge, so the lift goes to the bridge. Okay, well, get some nice shots here. So this is unchanged and looking, to be fair, looks 70s to me. Let's get some comments going in the chat box. When was this built? It's untouched and does suit a 70s car. Look at that for a corridor. Just look at that for a corridor. Wow. I mean, that's long. Let's get a view of the M6 and as it would have been as I was travelling on it. This section untouched. This bridge would have been here in that time. I don't know if as a child whether I would have been actually walking through this bridgeway or not. I don't know if we would have ever crossed to the other side. Who knows? But there you go for the M6, folks. And a 70s looking building, untouched, original fittings. Look at the rust and corrosion here. Aluminium frames, but I think that is obviously shatterproof glass with the grid, the mesh grid in it. You don't see that anymore. That would be probably all double glazed these days. So yeah, feast your eyes on this as we go artistic. Let's go and look at the main structure. This is more interesting than the other side. Now this is what I think I was thinking of as the child, this structure. So let's go to outside and film Hilton Park Tower and just see. I wonder if we can get up there. What is up there? Be the usual closed off for fire, failing fire regs, probably health and safety. This door indeed could have led to it. Similar entrance to the Pennine Tower. Are there stairs up? Yes, there are stairs up, folks. There's a spiral staircase there, but it looks tantalisingly out of reach with a security lock. They've done it. They've done it. They've security locked it out. Look at this door. You ain't going to be getting through that. Although these are actually doable, you know. This is a shame. So there's the rest of the spiral. So you'd have a nice feature there. Let's pan up to that. That is a nice feature. This is good. And these lifts, no, they're not there. They're new as well. Let's go down rather than using the lift. So this concrete, wow, that is loud. This polished concrete, look at that, that's original. Look at that. Okay, so that's polished concrete, total original fixtures and fittings. These doors original here with this. So the base of the stairs, very nice original feature. We can tell that it is original because there's wear marks, quite heavy wear marks in that, those polished concrete. Indeed, this effect is back in fashion. Very good. And if you look up, we'll go right up with, pan right up with it, just to see the shape of that. It's quite a nice design. Look at that. I really think that's really cool. Love to know what's on the top floor. I'm going to ask this cleaning lady here what is on the top floor. We're going to find out now. This is the cleaning office. Maybe we can ask what's on the top floor. Hello? Could you tell me, just as a matter of interest, I'm recording the building for historic reasons, for a car show. What's on the very top floor? We can't get to it, but what is up there? You've never been up there? Mystery. Okay. Nobody knows. We're not going to find out that way. We'll find other ways. We'll ask someone else. I'm not being beaten. Look at this. Look at this load of shit. Hand sanitizer. What an absolute waste of money. What an absolute joke. All that shit was. The masks, sanitizers, absolute joke. These doors are original. Fire doors there, they're original. So what else is original? I think this floor is. I'll keep this down. Those loos absolutely reek. Oh my god, that is bad. So part of it's been modernised. This bit I think's modernised. I wonder what they actually did. Let's go and see from the outside what it looks like. Marks and Spencer's, another WHF, another Burger King for Chris, and a KFC. A family there, a Costa. This one hasn't been smashed by the looks of things. People are strange. Everything's changed, you know. Everything has changed. These doors, possibly, no, they're newer. They're newer. These ones are newer. So bits have been added on. Thank you. And then outside, original wall. This block paving will be new. That outer structure will be new. Let's get up onto here and we'll work out. Yes, now this is the bit I remember. This setup, we would have parked somewhere around there and there was a play park. This is it, looking very shabby indeed. A window open there so it's accessible, whatever's in that tower. Nobody seems to know. That looking shabby, that's some kind of conference room perhaps up there. Andy the Lens might know. Whenever you see those kind of vertical Venetian blinds, you always wonder, strange place for a laundrette. Wow, a laundrette there in use. Amazing. Wagon drivers, of course, with the truck stop. Their offices perhaps. But looking really dishevelled, isn't it? I think you'll agree. Hilton Park's not what it used to be. And look, Del Boy's in town to do some cheeky deals. Look at this for 70s, for a throwback. A 1984 though. I don't know the model, but of course Reliant. It's not Kitten, because Kitten has 4 wheels. Robin, but I don't know what. You help me. Ask a pigeon. No, ask me mate. Rialto 850 for the Rialto 850, of course in obligatory yellow, no inflatable doll at the back. Quite nicely perched in front of the services there with a Moto logo. It's about the best you're gonna get really, this angle, I think. And you say to that, should we get back on the road? Is Hilton Park shocking? But this is where it would have took place, folks. This is where we would have been parked. Mum, Dad, the family, in these bays, probably covered in green fly. On our way to London. A big trip it would have been this. To get to Hilton Park. Oh, we're nearly there yet. You know the score. Are we nearly there yet? You know the score. And it was such a, as children, as you know, the way time passes much slower. We talked about the passing of time, perception of time, and how that works. The more different things you do each day, the longer time seems to pass. So that's how I find time works. If you do a different activity each day, the week will seem longer. If you're in a monotonous routine, the week goes faster. So child growing up makes sense, doesn't it? That would pass time slower. Anyway, you've seen that bit. This area that I'm walking through right now is like a biohazard. I'm not messing, and that's putting it politely. Back through these teak doors, if they are indeed teak. Correct me if I'm wrong on the colour of that wood. Teak, please, not sure. Goods lift could be original. That might not be subject to the same stringent controls as the public lift. Public lift there. No TARDIS, no Doctor Who. Up we go, past the absolute jokes. Hand sanitising stations, pathetic. Wear gloves. I had to wear gloves at first. I was an engineer fixing machines, electronic machines, arcade equipment, stuff like that, and gloves. And then the spray in the machines. Spray liberally. The spray in the machines with this sanitising spray does absolutely nothing but wrecks the contacts on the keypads. That's all I was doing. Through COVID, fixing knackered keypads from stupid sprays. So here we are through the corridor. My favourite bit, this. And the piece to camera. I've had to get a little battery pack. So we went flat, folks, so we've got a battery pack now. We're always going flat here. So yeah, enjoy this little tunnel. It's rather a mess, I must say. Be great for a film location, this. Really would be great for a film location. Because, you know, you could pick parts of the building, completely untouched parts of the building. Especially that final third floor that's off limits. That would be great to visit for a film set if they've not touched it. So yeah, here we have it, folks. And we will now look for any more original features. The lino wouldn't be original. Interesting, one of the fire escapes. An emergency evacuation chair. There's Chris going bobsleighing after he's had 7 burgers. Broken window, Otis lift. And then these tiles possibly, they are brown, they are sort of remnants of the 70s. The railings I think are original. I don't know actually. If you look at this structure here, it's like one of those endoskeleton type things, and could it be that that is the original wall and they built a kind of endoskeleton on top? You see that? You see what I mean? This is not, this is more 80s, I think, this. So whilst these might look 70s in the way, the design of them, and that, I think that the original end of the wall of the building is actually here. If you look at the way that's bolted on to the corner, you've got your bracket there. So this is an endoskeleton, and look at these tiles here. They're original cast concrete tiles. Okay, so they're nice. I don't know if that's concrete or not, but they certainly look like the concrete. Don't know what that, oh, that's a natural daylight panel, I think. That's what that is. So yeah, another external wall. That's probably original. So this bit, looking the part, just don't know the age of the building. We could find out. I haven't seen any official looking people. Unusual, because they usually are. So these stairs, if you look, it's polished concrete, and then look at these wear marks here, just there, where they've worn in, exactly in line with where you'd walk. Really great. I mean, I am a fan of the polished concrete tiles. I think they look great. Is there any hidden gems under here? Could we steal this put a Rover V8 engine and box in this bad boy and then scoot off. Don't know. Some restrooms, baby changing facilities, service lifts. No one around to ask about what's on that final floor. We're going to have to do our own investigations, but I'm glad I've made this revisit, sort of back to my childhood memories again. I've never really gone round Hilton Park in the past. I've stopped for petrol here, but never got out and looked, so no point asking any cleaners because they're absolutely oblivious. We need someone in a suit. I might try someone in the garage because the garage people usually hear what's the lay of the land. But I need to get back on the road. I'm going to annoy Ken by being late. But this was a welcome distraction, really. Just adds to the film, I think. So Hilton Park, our overall view, shabby. Come on, Tina, let's get the hell out of here. Here she is, ready to rock. We don't need anything, we just drive straight out. Let's go. Hilton Park, shabby. Get the hell out of Hilton Park, folks.
Take the next right.
I am gonna do.
In 300 yards, merge onto M6.
Let's go, let's start something.
Continue on M6 for 4 miles.
there you go. This will be the reason why my sat-nav wanted me on the toll road, but I wanted to see Hilton Park, so this is the price I pay for Hilton Park. But I'm not hot, it's really hot. Let me just see what temperature it is outside. I don't know, it's October. Alexa, what's the temperature?
At the moment, it's 9 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 4 degrees.
Not that hot. Okay, so sat-nav gives me 8 minutes delay here. We shall resume. Well, James Leicester's bought it. It's a blank. Why do you guys sit on your helmets? So we don't get our balls blown off. It's time for Top of the Pops with TA. We don't want them hanging down there. Woo! It's time for Top of the Pops with TA.
The day was young, and the nights were long, and the moon stood still.
That's not what this is.
We'll climb the highest high.
Crackling road to get on board. We gonna ride till there ain't no more to go. Taking it slow. And Lord, don't you know, I'll have me a time with a poor man's lady, hitching on a twilight train. Ain't nothing here that I care to take along. Maybe a song. Sing when I want. Don't need to say please to no man for a happy tune. Oh, I love my rosy child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Crackling rose, your store-bought woman, but you make me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me, girl, our song keeps running on. Play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Crackling rose and make me smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, well, that's alright, 'cause we got all night to set the world right. Find us a dream that don't ask no questions, yeah. Oh, I love my rosy child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Crackling rose, your store-bought woman, but you make me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me, girl, our song keeps running. Play it now, my baby. Crackling rose and make me smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, well, that's alright, 'cause we got all night to set the world right. It's a dream that don't ask no questions.
Shit. Little bit of rogue iceberg there, skillfully dealt with by PC. What we got? Stack me up, baby. Stack me up, look. There's a bit vacant in it, really. Two tomatoes, a little, not really much in there, to be fair. A bit sparse, really. Well, I suppose that's what it is. Keep it simple. I thought a little bit light on the sauce there, really.